What is going on, guys? It is that dude with Tourette syndrome. It is the Tourette Gamer here, bringing you episode 3 on how to build a football stadium here in Minecraft. First and foremost, if you guys are new, welcome to the channel. If you guys have been here since day one, well, welcome back, I guess. First and foremost, let's get a like goal of 10 likes here today for this video. If you guys are new and you guys like what you see, please subscribe. And I want to really push my Twitter out there, so if you guys have Twitter out there, you guys can get it obviously on the computer and phone. Takes seconds to download. Please follow me. I'll leave the Twitter name right down there. Really noob, that's noob with 3 O's. And you guys can also follow me on my live stream. I live stream almost every night, different sort of games, Minecraft, Call of Duty, Madden, all those games. You guys can follow me on Twitch at the Tourette Gamer, guys. And enjoy the video. Let's smash that like goal. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you. Have a good day. Alright, let's get started. So we got the football here. This is the football field. This is the tutorial field. This is going to be what I'm going to show you how to do everything, and this is episode 3 on how to build the stands. So let's get right into it. In episode 2 we went over the barriers, which is the walls that lead to the stands, and we went over the grass blocks leading to it. So we got that all taken care of. So let's start with the stands. We are also going to cover the tunnel here. Now, with the tunnel, go with the goalpost. So we got the left side of the goalpost right here, and we got the right side of the goalpost right here, and we match it up with the blocks behind here at the barrier, and we just took out the rest of it. So we made a little gauging hole right here. That is going to be the tunnel. We will talk about that after the stands. Let's start with the stands. So what we're going to need here is a couple things. We're going to need slabs, depending on what color you want. Usually you're going to want to go with a quartz slab, or you're going to want to go with a stone slab. For all purposes of this tutorial stadium, I am going to go with quartz slab, and you're also going to want some kind of wool. And again, whatever color you want your stands to be, that is going to be the color of your stadium. And for this tutorial, I can't even say that word today. For the tutorial stadium we're going to do here, I am going to use the color, we'll make it cool, we'll do blue. Okay, and I also, just for the hell of it, I put on some swiftness just to make the speed go by quicker. And honestly, that's all you're going to need for now. Now, obviously, in episode 1, I told you to build the ground underground. This isn't underground, only because this world is not set at 20 blocks down. If yours isn't either, it is okay. Actually, this video will help you if it's not, so I guess it works out for you. What we're going to do now, the stands, they're gonna go obviously up. We know that. If you built it underground, you're gonna want to stop where the ground level is. So probably about right here if we were 20 blocks down. But since we're not, and if you're not, you can kind of pick your own number, and you can kind of pick your own destination. I guess you can stop it where you want to. So first things first, we are going to take the slab, and we are actually going to we're going to put it on the bottom of the top block. So if you look at right here, we have 2 blocks, 1, 2. You're going to want to put it on the bottom part of the top block of the second block, just like that. Okay, and we're going to do the sides first. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do the whole thing because it'll take forever. Basically, what you're doing here is what you're going to be doing for the rest of the way there, and then we'll get to the corners, right after this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to a 2-1 formation, and what that means is we're going to have 2 blocks of quartz and then 1 wool. So let's add our second one right here. So we got 1 and 2. We'll look at it from the side to get a better view. We got 1 and 2, and then we're going to add our, I guess you can call them seats, and we picked blue, so let's add blue. So it's just like that. So we got 1, 2, and then we got the wool. So we got the seat. Okay? Now from here you can do two options. You can keep doing 2, as I will show you what 2 looks like. Oh, messed up, hold on. Alright, so hold on. Okay, you're going to need one more thing. You're going to need a block of quartz. Or try and get a color that matches this. Obviously, if I'm using quartz slab, I'm using a block of quartz. So we're going to put this right here. And then we're going to put our seats right here. Now, I guess you could have just done slabs instead of a block of quartz. You can do that. Now, if you don't like that design, if you think it's going to go too far, if you think it's too spaced, then you can easily go with, you can start with the 2, you can go with the 1, and then what you do from here, we'll get rid of this first. Alright, so if you didn't like that and you want to go with something a little more compacted, you can start with the 2 right here, you can go with the 1. All you do is put a slab right behind the seats, and then put one right above, and then fill in your seats. Just like that. That right there, either one looks good. I don't really prefer any of them, just because I think they look good. And then as you see, we'll do it again. Make sure you get rid of that bottom one and put it on the top. So just like that. Now a tip to make it go by a lot quicker is start with one end and then keep building. So if we're going to do this one, we're going to keep doing this. Just keep going up, just keep building. And then we'll do a couple more, just so you guys can get the idea. Alright, just do that. And then go on the other side and do the same thing. Or what you can do is just fill in right here. So as you can see, I'm filling in right here. So let me put my swiftness on, and I'll keep filling in. So we're going to build that. This might actually be a little bit faster than building it on the other side. And if you get the gist of it, if you get the idea, you can actually, instead of going all the way back over here, you can start over here. So you're pretty much doing rows consecutively instead of going all the way back to the other side and starting over. If you get what I'm trying to say. Alright, so one more. Alright, so we'll see how this looks. And it looks good. It looks good. I don't know if I like the color, I don't know if I like blue, but it looks good. So, and then basically what you want to keep doing is you want to do it to this side, this section too. You can go in 10s, or you can just keep going all the way down. So if we keep going, we're going to add our first 2 on the bottom of the top block, and then you can even just do that so it matches up. And now instead of going all the way to the right, I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to add that. And I can just easily connect this block of wool to this slab. Oop. And then just like that, connect this block of wool to this slab, and just like that. And obviously it's going to go up. Now I will say, when you get up to here, your block is going to look like this. Because if that barrier is going out, so is the top of it's going out. And the next episode, I think we're gonna go over. Stairs, but basically, so here's what I'm talking about. If you built if you did what I did in episode 1 and you built a stadium underground, 20 blocks deep. I don't know if this is 20 blocks to be exact, but basically, where you want your last section of the blue wool or whatever color wool you're using, that's gonna be ground level. So if I put grass block, it's going to look like this. And then obviously this grass block will keep going and keep going and keep going, just like the block down there. Because what you see down there, if you built it 20 blocks down, if you built it underground, will be up here. And then, like I said, we'll get into stairs another episode. Now let's go over the curved part of the stadium. It's pretty much the same. What you want to do is you want to take your block of slab, take your slab, and you want to do it on the bottom of the top block, just like right here. So just like that. Ooh. All right. So we did that. You can just basically cover every area. Make sure there's no open spaces, and then obviously with this, we'll talk that in a minute. But we want to add the second row, and we did that whole side wrong. All right, here we go. Add that. And this is just a tutorial. I don't really care. All right, so we're adding our second blocks right here. Make sure there's no open spaces, and then take your wool, whatever color you're using, and you don't even need to use wool. You can use whatever you want. This is just what I'm using, and build the C part. And you don't want to leave any open spaces, just like how I'm doing right here, just like that. And then you can do the same thing as what I did over there. You can start at one side, build to the top, or you can just, do it like this. I mean, it'll take you a little bit, but you will still get it done. And I'm just gonna do one more just so you guys can get an idea. Don't leave any open spaces. Get rid of that front one, just like that. Get rid of that front one. And then from here, this is a little tip, just keep going like this. And then just get rid of the back blocks, just like that. It'll make it go by a little bit faster. Alright. So that's how the curves part's gonna go. Obviously, it would look very nice, look better if it was built all the way up, but we're not gonna build it all the way up. Now let's go on to this part. This is the side of the tunnel, where the tunnel's going to be. The tunnel's going to be the entrance way to, the locker rooms and stuff like that. Now this part is going to be the same on the other part, but the other side is not going to have a tunnel. So from this point to this point, you're going to want to build the same on both sides of the football field. And pretty self-explanatory, as we were doing before. You want to go on the bottom of the top block up until there. We'll add our second one, and then you can also use this block right here to insert whatever you're using for the seats, whether it's wool or anything. And then over here, bottom of the top block. Now this one you will not be able to connect because you don't have another side, but hey, check that out. It's not going to work all the time, but it works for the first one. So, and then obviously you would have to keep building. Now we'll do a couple more just for you guys to get the gist of it. And these are the best looking stadium seats you're going to find, whether it's on social media or whatever. You're not going to beat it. And I think I did it right. These are the best looking seats you can get. If I find a better way, I will definitely share it with you. But for now, I think these look good. It gives an open view. The sight lines are amazing on it. Basically, if you were to buy tickets at a sporting event, these seats would be amazing, and anywhere would be good. You would have a great view of everything. And as you can see, you can see everything. They're not crappy. You can see the goal line. You can see this part of the field. Go down here, just same thing. Go down here, same thing. And you got this barrier right here. You can put whatever you want on this barrier. You can even put like a gate. Some stadiums have gates on it. You can put glass paint on it. It would look good. And then obviously for the rest of it, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your slab on the bottom of the top block just like that. Same thing with that. You guys can do it in sections. We'll go over here just to make sure my OCD doesn't make me go haywire here. But obviously, take top block, put it on the bottom, put your seats just like that. But let me rephrase that. You got to add the second block too. So just like that. So let's go ahead and let's finish the tunnel. The tunnel is very easy. A little pointer, a tip. The only reason I built it up to 3 is because that's where the tunnel is going to, I guess, end. And then we'll use, I don't know what color. We'll use another wool. We'll use white for the tunnel. No, we don't want to use white because everything else is kind of white. We'll use, I don't know, black. Alright, so for the tunnel, obviously this right here, you're probably going to have to change it unless you want the little floor of the entrance way to the locker rooms white. We'll leave it as it is, but for the tunnel, you want to go up 3. So you see how we got slabs and we got 3 of the wool? You want to go by the seats. So if you're using wool, if you're using anything else, go by 3. And then what you want to first do is you want to connect these blocks right here. Just like that. And then you want to go on each side and you want to go all the way down until where this meets right here. Just like that. So if we go on the other side, we're going to go all the way down to where the first barrier is, just like that. And then we're going to connect this. So we're basically just making a box. And then what we're going to do here is start at the last block right here on the left. I'm sorry, no, right here. And go build up. So right here, build up, just like that. And then from here, you're going to want to fill in going this way. So just like this. So pretty much you're just building a box. Now if you want to design it, if by any chance you don't like how this looks, you guys can go for whatever you want. This is just how I'm doing it. And obviously you're going to have the floor right here, and we'll just build this in just for the fun of it. Well, just for fun. So like that. And then you also want to fill in the top. So we're going to go ahead and fill in the top just so I can show you. If I can connect with this block, I can't. There we go. Just like that. So that is the tunnel. If we look at it from a long ways, it's going to look good. I already know what's going to look good. And well, goalpost is kind of way, but yeah, that looks good. And then what you can do from here is you just keep building. So obviously we'll have our block right here. We'll have our block right here. And then so on and so on. A cool thing about this is it kind of gives an obstructed view. Now it might not look good, but that's how some stadiums are designed. They have obstructed views. If you want to get rid of the obstructed view, you can take off some of these seats right here, but I like the obstructed view because it gives the stadium a more realism thing. Because a lot of stadiums out there, almost all of them, have obstructed views. But anyways, guys, that is the seats. On my free time, before we get into episode 4, I am going to finish off all the stands. And in episode 4, I will show you how to build stadium stairs, and then the stair entryways to the first level. And what I mean by first level, I mean it's pretty self-explanatory. The first level of the stadium, which is usually ground level from the outside of the stadium. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you. Stay cool, fool. Don't hate. Eat some cake. Thick thighs and bright eyes. And as always, guys, stay grinding.